Hello Aquarius, welcome to your July 2025 wealth reading. I have time stamped below, so if you're not someone who enjoys watching the process, you can just skip ahead to the messages. Otherwise, we'll get into the charms and see where the conversation wants to start. And we'll pair up the charms with some tarot cards to get some just additional kind of clarity or depth to the message. And so when we're talking about wealth, it's anything that makes your life feel fulfilled. Happiness, joy centers are all connected to. You're not wanting, right? You feel, content in all areas. So let's see here where we're going. We have more movement. I'm just trying to feel where they want to go. They're touching a lot of the tiles here with coming in the future, coming around the corner. I'm just going to clean up here what they've discarded. Just tuning in, kind of the decision that needs to be made here, but there's kind of a gift. No. Okay. We're going to leave it upside down because they want the flow to go from this tile to that tile. And we got a bit of a spotlight over here on some courage, some confidence. All right. So let's see how they want to pair up the cards for Aquarius, wealth, July 2025. Where are you guys at in your wealth story? Your wealth journey, your relationship with abundance, or feeling fulfilled in life. Finding full fulfillment, true fulfillment. And I'll make sure everything's on camera. Yep, looks like there's enough room. I'll move the charms out of the way just in case. Okay. I'm just gonna tune in, see where they want us to start here in the reading. Kind of what area of the conversation is kind of our kickoff point. Sort of this abundance here, sort of the wealth here. I'm going to start here because I was drawn immediately to this decision that needs to be made. Kind of sitting on the fence about something or putting off something. So you need to decide to either move forward or kind of acknowledge that, if you don't make a decision, make a change, then you're choosing to leave things as they are. So a decision here. I guess I should see what tile this is on. Changes are about to happen. Okay. So if the decision's here is make a decision or stay at standstill, if the changes are about to happen, and this is either you can be in control and you can be driving that change, or you can be allowing your wheel of fate here, right? It's turning. It's going to be entering its new phase, its next rotation. So are you going to be willingly driving that forward, or are you just going to kind of go with the flow and kind of ride your wheel forward here? So there is a sense of lack of fulfillment. I know that was something that I was kind of touching on and babbling about in the intro as I was doing the cards and charms. For some reason, I was using the language of finding true fulfillment or full fulfillment. And then here we have a charm showing me that you're missing. You're kind of lacking in that completeness. There's an area here So the change here about to happen is likely going to provide you full fulfillment based on the numerous celebration charms that we have here. You know, we have your guardian angels, your loved ones, your family and friends here supporting you, cheering you on. So sort of a cheerleader, congratulating you, happy about this new change and fate in your wealth story. It's possible, this change about to happen. There's good luck associated with it. There's also this, this is like my it's a gift bow tie, but I always read it as like a fireworks. So kind of like your pom-poms here going off, right? So we've got like all these explosions going off, all the celebration with this good luck and this new start. And maybe that's why you're getting true fulfillment, is because you're getting a kind of a new start here, something new. You know, maybe this new area, this area that you're just not, you know, I'm not saying you're sad, you're depressed or anything like that. I just feel like you're going to be introduced to something new, or something is going to kind of be a fresh start for you, and then you're going to realize like, oh, now I feel more complete. Now I understand what it feels to feel wealthy, to feel truly fulfilled and abundant and prosperous. And I say that because there's a sense of direction here. And again, the sense of control is kind of like spin the bottle. So are you going to take control? Like, are you going to get up and spin it? Are you going to choose your direction? Or are you just going to kind of let, you know, someone step in and spin it, the wind spin it, if it's like the top of a weather vane? So again, are you going to ride fate? Or are you going to take some control here, Aquarius? But either way, there's good luck associated with it. So it's not like a right or wrong decision. It's just a or B decision, you know, door number 1 or door number 2, but the end path seems to be the same here. Yeah, look at the significant change that's coming up, right? I was saying your wheel of fate is starting to enter its next rotation. And here's the call to action to you, right? Are you gonna join, right? Are you gonna take that control? Or are you gonna kind of watch? Are you gonna spectate and kind of watch the events unfold? But also, again, there's this sense of celebration. There's also this newness with the sort of the garden of abundance here is kind of just fresh grass. You're not quite in the thick of the brush yet. You're not in the forest yet. So again, this new start, something new too, with the kind of crystal here illuminating. And I was mentioning you may not be quite aware of what you're about to unlock, be introduced to. This could be a new connection. This could just be a new passion, new hobby, a new interest that is kind of introduced to you, connected to this significant change, this positive, lucky change here. Kind of this fresh start in your wealth story. You know, maybe this is a heading in a improved finances direction, right? Could be that, just directly connecting it to our wealth story. So it could be, like I said, it could be introducing to the right person, the right opportunity here, the right institution, I don't know, company. Okay. We'll just kind of crawl up this way, I think. So I was saying how in the intros, as the charms were starting to land here and the cards were playing out, you were hitting a lot of tiles of it's coming in the future, it's right around the corner, right? It's about to happen. Happiness is around the corner. We have the camp sign pointing to the future and coming to you, messaging over there. But there's this completeness again, calling back to the first heart here about fulfillment. And then this charm is about kind of seeing clearly. You have the full story. You know, there's nothing hidden from you. There's transparency, authenticity here. I mean, it could be love that is just missing from you feeling your full abundance, prosperity, wealth story. Or it could just be that new passion, right? Our jobs are our passions, our hobbies are our passions. There's a beautiful unexpected surprise here. And I'm peeking ahead because I know this tile says unexpected on it. So it's very whimsical. Again, we've got this playfulness. We had the fireworks down here, and now we've got like very lighthearted playfulness, happiness, joy, kind of all those sensations. So this reignition of your passion center, right? You're going to feel awake and driven and happy, right? We see this here, right? You're ready. You're ready to go here for after this change, being part of this change. And your confidence here is I don't want to say at its peak, but it's strong, right? You've got it at a nice level. I can see it just being maintained, sustained, consistent, right? Seeing it in the stance, and then your lines confident walking forward to this answer of yes. Now the tile says your angels say the answer is yes, but every time I look at the tile kind of out of the corner of my eye here, I keep seeing like say yes is the answer. Like I'm kind of seeing this bottom half being backwards, like they're calling you to say yes. So say yes to this new person, say yes to this new change, say yes to this new start, you know, say yes to this trying your passion or reconnecting with a hobby or passion. Like go for it. There's this, you're seeing things clearly, right? You're seeing what your soul wants you to do. It's making you happy and feel joy, and or being around this person or being around this company makes you feel this way. You know, your energy goes into this space. So they want you to like embrace this, say yes, it's okay, move forward with this. And now we have the two sense of direction here. So down here was a call to you know, will you take a bit of a driving seat, right? In this fated change, in this next rotation of your Wheel of Fortune, in order to gather during this rotation, during this next phase, this next chapter era of this life time. You know, it could be 7 years, 10 years, whatever it is for you. You know, are you gonna be in more control during this rotation and kind of collect everything that you want, right? Or are you going to kind of sit back again? And I think that's why the direction's upside down. Even though it wants you to be focused on the future, it is going from what's blocking you. So what's blocking the time is sort of, are you going to take that control? You know, are you going to just follow the signs and, like I said, go with the flow of fate? You know, go however your Wheel of Fortune turns. Or are you going to drive a little bit? Are you going to push your future, kind of elevate it? You know, what are you going to do with this rotation? And they have if your dad can't fix it, no one can, my DIY charm. This is all about your independence, your expertise, your abilities, your gifts, right? Your uniqueness. So you have everything you need to really achieve some success here at this new start, at this beginning of your next rotation here of the Wheel of Fortune. So like I said, the next, whatever it is, 5, 7, 10 years, whatever your personal block is, time block. You know, maybe you can go see some astrology readers on YouTube. They might be seeing it in your charts or numerology. Those two methods might be able to give you more information of how long this period is, but I feel like this is your opportunity to like excel. Like, again, what are you going to do with this opportunity? Like there's good luck for you in this period already, but how are you going to like amplify it? How are you going to bloom it out, grow it? Really, really push the achievements and success in all areas of your life, right? Oh yeah, look at this glow up. Like your magic wand here. You were seeing it here in your hand, right? This change. So are you going to be the driving force? Or if I call back to my sunflower charm that I have, this is about being in a standstill. And we saw that here right away. We're coming back to the same question. Are you going to take control, Aquarius? Or are you just going to go with the flow again? I feel like the last rotation you kind of went with the flow. So maybe look back. Here's your soul kind of talking to you, connecting with you, having a conversation with self. I went with the flow last rotation. How did that feel? And am I going to, manifest this time? Am I going to envision? Am I going to, like I said, there's this opportunity to like, I keep seeing like the Mario Brothers game where you hit the mushroom and you get bigger, right? You can glow up, right? You can get bigger. Hanging off her belt is manifestation. Are you going to use it? Are you going to use your power of, vision boarding and creativity and strategy? This, what's the language? You can make this, this is your era. You're going to grab it. Okay. So we're coming to this unexpected. We saw the unexpected before. I mentioned it kind of when we came into the first group here, first charm. Unexpected gift or message, sort of this surprise. And it's my ancestor charm, my family charm lineage. So the message might be coming, the gift or message might be coming directly from a family member. So this could be news you weren't expecting to receive, or very literally a gift that you weren't expecting to receive as well. But the angels are putting a spotlight on this for some reason for you as it connects to your wealth story. So maybe your fresh start here is you starting, your own business or starting that something new, that passion, right? That hobby, that fulfillment. And you have a family member here. We saw that supporter, your cheerleader. There's going to be a family member that will unexpectedly maybe support you a little bit more than, than you expect. But I think maybe their level of support will be sort of kind of maybe as bright as I see in the card here, kind of like, whoa, right? The light here. Maybe it'll help you realize, that you are gifted, you are talented. This could be a relative that you haven't seen in a while, and they come into your home and they're loving your artwork on the wall, and they don't realize that you're the artist, right? So they kind of shine a light on like, well, wow, if this person reacts this way to my artwork, let's get it out there. Because it's connected to this bravery and courage about abundance coming to you. So, this family member that's really helping you to realize this gift, maybe this passion, this fulfillment, right? This love, this authentic you that exists. If you have the courage and bravery to embrace it and maybe let others see it more than just the family members, right? Could be a new source of revenue for you. It could be a secondary source of revenue. I know down here I was talking about your talent, your gifts. Like I was using all those words. So, you don't have to be a painter, like an artist, an extremely creative person. Like all of us have something to offer, right? But do you have the courage to share that? But I feel like a family member is going to be kind of impressed by it very authentically, and that's going to make you kind of sit back and go, okay, that was an interesting reaction. How will others? Okay. We're coming back to that standstill again. You know, are you going to participate or are you not? And there's this call again for you to, participate, right? You know, and go after your abundance. Like, get out there and grab it, right? Grab, what's the hoedown language? Like, grab your partner, do-si-do. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm going to line dancing with a card like this, but I think the key message we were really getting out of this was grabbing control of your fate, right? Your wheel of fortune this round. You know, you're at a very opportunistic point in your wealth story where you could really control. But are you going to let previous experiences, or maybe the last phase, right? I was talking about how I kind of felt like you just kind of rode the wheel of fate, your wheel of fortune here, your wealth story last period, so the last 5, 7, 10 years. You just kind of went with the flow and kind of reacted as things happened versus, you know, leading the dance. Maybe that's why I was saying that, right? Because the caller leads the dance, right? He's telling everybody what to do. And that's what your angels are trying to do. They're trying to call you here to dance with your wealth story. Don't just sit back this time, because I think maybe you felt like this. You know, maybe June 2025, there was a turn of events, right, with this tower, or July 2025 is a turn of events where maybe you don't feel so down and out. Maybe there's something that's invigorated you. We see this here. We see it here. You know, something has reinvigorated your playful center, your joy center, your happiness center. That's why there's so much good luck with it. So ride the emotion. Don't just ride your wheel, but ride the emotion, and like I said, grab your partner here. Grab your wealth story, grab your passion, and turn it into abundance. And you got a pretty amazing family member supporter here that's gonna, like I said, help you, keep you confident, keep you brave, keep you courageous. So that's a beautiful flow here, Aquarius. So let's connect in August, and let's see how you're doing. Hopefully you've grabbed the reins a little bit and you feel driven and motivated and excited, and let's see what you can achieve.